we go. So, we've got this fun little thing called COVID-19 going around, causing some self-isolation, which means people get a little stir crazy. So, I thought I'd actually start using my YouTube account to actually put out YouTube videos. No experience in this. My biggest experience in anything filmography wise is just still shots, like taking pictures at weddings for friends, and they end up using those for their actual wedding photos over the person they hired, or working for a high school yearbook. But uh, so so you can tell that I don't really have that much experience in being able to communicate without a lot of verbal pauses. We'll see how that goes along with the longevity of the channel. I renamed the channel Smith and Sundry. That's a lot of us, huh? I renamed it that from just my normal, hey, here's my name, because I want to try and take my hand at smithing and metalworking. I've been interested in that since I was a little kid. And several people around me have also had that interest or been doing it, and I just never took full advantage of being able to capitalize on having them involved. So, like, my uncle David, my friend John, who was a actual, like, historical blacksmith at a historical recreationist fort out in Oregon. I'm trying to do that as well as several other creative projects that I want to try and do. So basically this video plus the intro I sort of filmed earlier is just an introduction onto what I'm going to try and do in these videos that I'm going to be posting, and also sending to my Uncle David, because he doesn't have the best internet out where he's at, so this way he can see what's going on since I'm all the way out here in Georgia. So I've got a list together of some of the projects we'll be working on in the short term right now. So, some of them aren't really going to show up on the channel, so I'm going to be, teaching myself a couple of different new languages. Finally, actually, not mastering, but gaining some competency on the guitar that I've had for a while. Christmas gifts that you want to use, but then you kind of let fall by the wayside. So I've got a couple of different things that I'm going to be tackling craft-wise. We've got some carving projects. So I've got some signs for an RPG game that I'm GMing for. There's a prop box for that too that I was able to wood burn actually at a buddy of mine's place. He might show up on the channel at some point. Possibly some other props for that game that I might be carving, as well as when I bought the house that I'm in, did not come with a fireplace cover, so it's just an open grate, which is fine, but things get hot and cold and you want to cover that up, or you don't want to have it on display, or you don't want the dog or a kid to make a mess in there, or if it's on, heaven forbid that they put their hand on that while it's still hot. So I'm going to probably do a while it's off cover for that, just out of like some plywood or some glued together 2x4s that I then carve either with chisel or a power carver to make it more ornate, and then that way it looks nice in the house. It's something that I made, so I get that satisfaction out of that. And also it serves a dang purpose. One of the things that I like to do when I'm building something is not necessarily just have it be aesthetically pleasing. It's to have it also serve a function that will be used by whoever has it or by myself. Also, we've got some other ones that might be a little time lapse of like, here's what I did this week. Like I mentioned before, own this house, but I've got some landscaping issues to do. There's the bane of everyone's existence in landscaping, which is bamboo, which I've got in the backyard, and I just let get out of control. I've got a reseeded grass lawn. I've got a whole bunch of projects to do on that line. including like plant some new trees, hopefully some fruit trees. Maybe I'll actually get some fruit off of them before the ants get to them. I've also got some stuff that I want to try and do in here. So right now, I won't show you yet, but at some point I'll show you the cobbled together lighting system I've got going on, and the really janky setup just in general that I have going on here for this shoot. I've also want to try and put in a floating shelf that might be what I have as also the camera mount for these videos where I'm at my desk, or just for holding the lighting or putting all the equipment on so it's out of the way and quick access rather than like in a box all jumbled together. I also want to try and do an overmount in, or whatever you want to call it, so that you can get a bird's eye view from one of the corners of the workshop, i.e. my garage, and that way you'll be able to catch a whole time lapse of a project that would be really boring to watch me do real time. I also want to do a couple other organizational things out there. I've also got a brewer's kit that I haven't really used, so some beer or mead might be in one of these little vlog format videos. I also want to resurface my back deck. That one probably won't end up on the video, or if it is, it's going to be a time-lapse one too, because there's probably going to be some time in there that's watching paint dry. Literally. I also have some other woodworking projects I want to do. I want to make a kind of throne-style chair that'll be fun. I don't think it will be up here because then I'll have to make it I probably might just make it dismantleable in general. Dismantleable? Be able to be dismantled. And that way I could take it out of the door in here, because it might be a little bit too narrow. Who knows? But it's also for like in the dining room and in general, and it's like the head of the table. No real reason. It just was fun. I actually saw it on another YouTuber's channel where he had something that's going to be a lot more quick form function to build than what I'm going to build, but that's just because it's part of the channel's makeup, so why not? And also it's a fun learning experience. So like a throne style chair, I guess. There's also a stargazer, or everybody fights on which nationality originated at, and I just honestly don't care who did it first, because some people say Norse, some people say Viking, some people say Celtic, some say African, some say... It's literally a slot chair that could have been invented at the exact same time, who knows, in multiple countries at once. And I don't care, because that was a few guys' inventions over the years, way back. They didn't get a lifelong patent on it, but even that, it's just, they did it out of necessity. They weren't like, this will be national. I digress. It causes some unnecessary static between YouTubers. Either YouTubers or their commenters, an audience who fight for where they saw it first or where they identify with most, as it is. But that's random politics. I'll try and keep those to a minimum on this channel. Try to make this more just an educational, see as we go, here's what I learned, here's why I learned it, kind of a thing. And, I'm probably going to be wrong a lot of the time anyways. I also need to look up how to sharpen my chisel set for, well, general woodworking, period, but also for some of the carving chisels, because they've got interesting shapes. A standard flat chisel, you've got, a flat back end you've got to worry about, and you've got the actual bevel. For the most part, that's all you got to worry about. And super easy, but when it's a scoop, so it's not a flat angle you've got to work a scoop. How the heck do you do that? I don't know yet. I'll find out. Well, I hope I will. I might find out the wrong way. Also, there's some dice hoops that I made one because I was trying to make a dice box, but I accidentally blew out the bottom. But just well enough so that way I can still use it, but now it's a dice hoop. Um, so that one's gonna be fun. Make some dice rolling trays too, probably. Nowhere near nowhere near what other places like who do it as a profession. Wormwood, I'm looking at you, and other various ones that I've seen at conventions and whatnot. They're great, but they're all professional woodworkers in comparison to me, Mr. Novice. So we'll see how those turn out, right? Let's see. That's the main woodworking ones. I've got to build up a soup can forge because mostly all of my stuff has been blowtorch directly to something, so that's not great. Let's see. I also need to. I did a little bit of dressing of my hammers, and those of you out there who know about metalsmithing will know a little bit about it. But basically, most of mine have a predominantly factory face. I've addressed some of the like peen hammers a little bit so that they aren't just almost a chisel, but I haven't really addressed the face so that it's perfect. None of it's perfect yet. I've also got some artwork, general crafting things that I want to try and do. There's a great YouTube slash Twitch channel, Critical Role or Critical. They've got a thing called Pub Draw, and I want to try and work through that. Now, am I going to do a hey, let's watch this while I do this? No, because that's going to take away from their viewership. But I might do some speed draws where it's just a time lapse of like I'll tell you which episode I'm going along with and tell you to go over to their channel and then deal with all of that and give them more viewership because I'll be honest, they've had a great impact on a lot of people, but in my life, in general, that loving group of individuals have really really helped me out a lot. Not going to get into that today though. I'm also going to work on drawing maps and cartography for fun, because that helps with the GM side of some games, and that also helps with just general capability. I'm also going to work on making some other props and stuff for just paper stuff for the game that I'm going to be GMing. Let's see, that's pretty much it right now, apart from also learning how to do this thing, because I have no clue how that looked when I've been doing all of my hand gestures. Probably looks really dumb. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. We'll also see how well I'll keep within algorithm timelines. Probably really bad because the first several of these things are going to go out with pretty much zero editing, and we'll see as we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. So thanks for stopping by. You know, seeing this train wreck of an intro to the channel. So I appreciate it a lot. Remember, be excellent to each other, and may your life be full of learning, love, and laughter. See you in the next one.